Hey guys, welcome to Thriller Explorer. Let's go with Maleficent 2.
Hope you have already gone through the channel, but if you are new to it, we would request you to kindly go through it and subscribe to the channel. Do not miss any update coming in future.
In the beginning of the story, three men stealing magical creatures and Moors. Maleficent catches two men, but one runs away while having magical creature. After crossing fields of Doom Bloomer, he reaches to Oster Kingdom. There he hand over creature to Lick Spittle Pixie. He in return give him money. Pixie notices Doom Bloomer attached with man's shirt. Pixie also takes this flower. People still thinks Maleficent a villain, as she was responsible for Aurora's curse and nobody knows complete reality. Aurora solves forest matters as Moor's queen. Her pixies ends come with magical creature Pinedo to annoy her. They take her crown and go down the tree. There Prince Philip was waiting for Aurora. He proposes Aurora, which she accepts happily. Diaval gives this news to Maleficent while Philip goes to inform parents. On hearing new, Maleficent flies to Aurora, Philip's castle, Oster's King John, his wife Queen Ingrate, Ingrate's right-hand Gerda. Philip comes there and tells about proposal's acceptance. John becomes happy but Ingrate's mood offs. She controls and says to invite Aurora and her godmother to dinner. Maleficent reaches Aurora and shows unhappiness on her engagement. But Aurora explains her and tries to convince on believing love. On Aurora's request, she also agrees to go on dinner. Before dinner, Ingrate goes to her closet, which goes to a secret iron factory. Iron is dangerous for fairies, and King Stephen also made an iron factory to kill Maleficent. Passing by factory, Ingrate reaches to a room. There Lex Spitter is doing work with Doom Bloomer. A trapped magical creature was also seeing him. Ingrate says Lex Spitter to complete plan quickly. She opens a cupboard in which there is a spin wheel. Maleficent learns greetings from Diaval. Aurora comes and they leave for Kingdom. In Kingdom, people hide fearing from Maleficent. Some holding weapons. Maleficent amuses with their efforts. In Castle, security on Maleficent was high. They don't focus and go inside. Royal family welcomes them. During dinner, Ingrate taunts Maleficent with curse incident. She also talks about killing humans arriving in Moors. Maleficent talks about humans stealing creatures from Moors. Arguments hypes. John stops Ingrate. Aurora calms Maleficent. Situation calms. Ingrate talks about being mother of Aurora after marriage. Maleficent aggressively uses her magic and throws everyone. Everyone stops her and Ingrate shows that she's so scared. John falls and Ingrate blames Maleficent for cursing John. Aurora believes her and says Maleficent to remove curse. Maleficent says she hasn't cursed John. Soldiers come there and Maleficent in sadness says Aurora to go with her. She refuses. Maleficent leaves with Diaval. By then Gerda fires Maleficent with iron bullet. Maleficent falls in ocean while Diaval falls in forest. Soldiers take King to his room. Philip says Ingrate to kiss John to end curse. Ingrate don't believe but still kisses. She doesn't love John, as John wants peace in Kingdom and Ingrate wants war. When nothing happens, Aurora goes to talk with Maleficent. There she comes to know no one had seen Maleficent. Gerda keeps an eye on ocean. A creature named Faye comes and takes Maleficent. Gerda informs Ingrate, which becomes unhappy on this. Next day, a creature Pinota secretly reaches castle along with Aurora. While saving from Ingrate's cat, she goes to Lex Spitter's room. Lex Spitter also locked her in a bottle. Aurora informs Ingrate that she's unable to find Maleficent. Ingrate says to forget everything and visit Moors and Oster. On Ingrate's order, Gerda announces towards Moors that Aurora and Philip is going to marry in 3 days, and invites all creatures of Moors. On waking up, injured Maleficent comes to some fays. Fae named Bora is talking. These fays wants to war with humans, as humans hunt them and they've to hide here. Colonel disagrees. They say to use Maleficent's powers. Bora tries to convince Maleficent but she throws him away. On seeing her powers, Bora and other fays become happy. Colonel comes and takes Maleficent with him. He shows her whole cave and tells that, like Moor, there were fays and fairies in whole world, but when humans start hunting them, they had to hide in cave. He shows her dark fays most power fairy, Phoenix. Maleficent is her last descendant, therefore she's so powerful. But to get complete powers, Fennec's phase has to pass stages, and Maleficent passes initial stages while growing Aurora. But to pass last stage, she has to forgive Aurora. Maleficent refuses, as Aurora betrayed her. Bora comes and informs about Aurora and Philip's wedding. He says it's perfect time for war. In Castle, Aurora becomes tired of Ingrate's orders and traditions, but she bears it for Philip's. Exact down from Aurora's room. Lex Spitter shows Ingrate powder extracted from Doom Bloom. From this powder fairies die. He puts powder on Fairy and shows how she dies. Ingrate becomes happy. Lex Spitter says her for more Doom Blooms for powder. Ingrate sends army Moors for taking Doom Bloom, which Maleficent feels. She FLIs to Moors along with Bora. Before them, soldiers take all Doom Blooms. By them, hid soldiers fire on them with iron bullets. Colonel comes there and takes bullets impact by saving them. Maleficent makes shield to save him from more bullets. Bora retaliates and attacks soldiers. Bora and Maleficent takes Colonel to cave. Their Colonel dies. All creatures of Moors come to kingdom. They all go to castle, but soldiers stop Diaval to go inside. In castle there were no guests except creatures. Philip meets and gives Doom Bloom to Aurora, which he took from Mother. Aurora doubts and finds Ingrate. She reaches to closet. From secret door, she crosses factory and reaches to Lex Spitter. With Flower's magic, she comes close to Needle. She visualizes and comes to know that Ingrate cursed John with Needle. There she also sees trapped fairies. She tries to free them, but Lex Spitter stops her. Aurora pushes his and his shirt tears up. She sees Lex Spitter's wingless back and realizes that Ingrate took his wings. She says him to free fairies, but Ingrate comes there. Lex Spitter runs away. Aurora scolds her. Ingrate tells she was king's daughter. Their kingdom was besides Moor's borders, ended with time. But Moor's creatures were happy, on which Ingrate and her brother became jealous. They wanted to take sources from them, but their father wanted peace. Therefore, he sent Ingrate's brother for negotiation, but according to Ingrate, creatures killed her brother. On brother's death, people thought them incapable of ruling and got out, for which Ingrate had to marry John, but she keeps hating Moor's creatures. Guards come and on Ingrate's order, they lock Aurora in room. In wedding churches, soldiers lock creatures. Gerda plays piano and powder bombs release. Magical creatures start becoming useless. Aurora sees church's doors closing. She tears her wedding dress and makes a rope. Guards come and checks rope. Aurora leaves the room while locking them. Diaval jumps the castle's wall and comes inside. Philip was sitting with his father. Ingrate along with army stands on castle's roof. For Colonel Death's revenge, Bora comes to castle with dark phase. Soldiers throw powder which finishes many phase. Bora says to turn on seeing this. Aurora comes to King John's room. She shows Needle's spot to tell Maleficent's innocence. Phase change way to come kingdom. Soldiers again stops them by attacking. Aurora runs to go church's door. Diaval also comes to help her, but they fail. In church, fairies try to save creatures. Flitter goes inside piano's pipe. Powder hits her and pipes fill with flowers and powder stops coming out from pipes. Gerda tries to repair but falls from podium. Philip goes to explain Ingrate, but she orders guards to take him. Philip jumps from room and General also comes with him. Guards catch Aurora and Diaval while trying to open door. Maleficent comes and makes Diaval a bear, who opens the door. Creatures come out. Maleficent frees phase with magic. While saving them, she sees Bora comes to stop fight between General and Philip. General shots Bora. Bora tries to kill her, but Philip explains him Ingrate's war plan. Bora leaves them and FLIs. Seeing goodness in phase, General heart changes. He stops soldiers from shooting. Maleficent goes to Ingrate. Aurora comes and stops Maleficent from killing Ingrate. She says by doing this Ingrate would prove right. Maleficent doesn't listen. Aurora says her mother. While crying, Maleficent's heart softens, but Ingrate attacks powder on them. Maleficent takes impact and saves Aurora. Maleficent converts to ashes. Aurora sits on ashes and cry. Her tears fall on ashes. Ingrate tells that she spread Maleficent's curse story to spread her villain image. She announces that Maleficent is dead. Ashes turns to Phoenix from Aurora's tears. To distract her, Ingrate pushes Aurora from tower. Maleficent goes to save her and Ingrate runs away. Face catch Ingrate. Maleficent falls in center of kingdom while saving Aurora. Face, Magical creatures and humans come near. Maleficent from Phoenix become Fae and agrees on Aurora's marriage. Changed heart like Spitter gives Spindle to Maleficent for breaking curse. Maleficent destroys Spindle and curse ends. Aurora and Philip announces for peace among both kingdoms. Maleficent prepares kingdom for wedding. Waked from curse, King John also sees their reunion. Faes take ingrate to Maleficent. Maleficent turns her to goat. Maleficent invites boars and faes to live in moors. Maleficent readies Aurora for wedding. She walks to Philip and they get married. Two kingdoms unite. Maleficent promises to come on Christian of Philip's and Aurora's child and leaves. They're all faes were living and Maleficent teaches young faes flying. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe Thriller Explorer.